You do?
Mafia coming, the 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 mafia. Ain't no challenge, hop on the beat and I find my balance. Ain't no challenge, so deep when I ball that salad. So deep when I ball that. They dig that, I swig that, that's ball stool, that's big cat, that cookie crumble, I been mad, I rob y'all, rip big black, I go through the line, I'm like Singletary, cooking y'all with a single carry, this Fort Knox with the doors locked, man, in hindsight behind your blocks. I zone, pull you hit him with the boom, I ain't leaving no room, and I ain't buying y'all hype boys, y'all talk a lot, but that's white noise, y'all locked down,
and show them how hype you are.
Jackson, that's Jane, I've been self-made, don't look like Friday 13, that's Gabe, out of my way, bringing it pain, y'all be copying my flow a lot, need my line back like Tremaine, been through a lot, but I'm standing, threes up, no, we do it for Hamlin.
Hey, 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 hey. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. Alright, get out of here. I love you. We'll go to Walmart with some more Legos. What is up, everybody? Listen, we got one more mixer. Well, we might do more. I'm gonna listen. I got some new stuff. I got that H2 Prestige, and I'm pretty pumped about that. It's got 10 numbered parallels per box. They have autographs. They have some cool case hits in that. Then also, I have some more. I have another Prism. I have two more Prism Megas. They're the Target ones. We did the Walmart ones, I think. I don't know. I got them at a show. These I ordered online, and they just came today. I also have a Donruss hobby box. I got two Donruss hobby boxes I ordered. I paid full retail for them, but I thought it'd be a nice shot at it. They came from a sealed case. I know the guy. I trust the guy. I buy from him a lot, so he's like sealed case. So there's that. And this is our six. And we did 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to say 7 and 8 blaster here of Donruss, and I have 9. I think I only have one more of those, so I was only able to get 9 of those when I got them. Oh no, 9, 10, 11. So there were 11 total I got. I try to be transparent with that with you guys. I didn't open any. I got them off the shelf. Those came off the shelf. Nick, you know it's not even the governor made that. Listen, I would, if the Bills organization or the NFL did it, I'd be like, man, that's kind of shady. But I will say this, it does favor the Bills. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't because of our defense. Do I think I'd be interested to see how the line changes? I think they were already 10 and a half points. But I would like to, if that line goes to like 12, we'll see it. If it doesn't change much, I don't know. But yeah, the run game, the incline of the running game. But I think what it does more than anything is it gives us our Josh Allen arm back. I don't think they were going to be able to throw the ball much in that wind and with that cold. So I do think it definitely benefits them. But it's Vegas. But listen. If you're like me and a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, you would believe weather can be controlled. So I get 2 in my head at night. I used to smoke a lot. I don't anymore, but it used to. I think that's what ultimately caused me to be a conspiracy theorist. But do I think the players would have rather just gotten over with? I do. I think the players don't like this. I know the fans hate it. The fans hate it. They got hotels. They're in Buffalo. People have flew in from Buffalo. They have flights out Monday. Do you know what this does to people's plans? People fly in for this game. Now they have to fly out on Monday morning or Monday afternoon or even Monday evening. They have to go, they have to go change their flights. Who knows if they can? Who knows what? Some people get like those cheap flights in and they're non-transferable, non-changing, so they have to buy another flight out. Their hotels, like a lot of the hotels will offer them an extra night at like whatever cost they paid for their other night. But then there you go. That's probably another $300, $400 for game nights. Here's the other thing too. My dad sold us tickets last night. He couldn't get rid of them, really. They're front row tickets, our season tickets. He couldn't get rid of them, so he sold them for really, I rate it like pretty much ticket cost. About $200 a piece. I think they were $185 he paid. So, like, after fees and stuff, I don't think he makes anything on them. So he sold them at cost, and now they'll probably go for triple that. So I was like, dude, we couldn't go because we had wrestling. Now I'm like, get them back. Tell them you'll refund them. I want to go to the game. I was just talking to Nick about it, but it is what it is. I do think it favors. I'm really surprised they haven't changed the Kansas City game yet. There was talks about it. If they haven't done it now, they won't. I mean, people are tailgating. They're not going to now. I don't care how cold it is there. People are out tailgating. I do wonder how much they pretty much said, like, do not be out in the cold. Do not be like, if they're monitoring that. Because I know that they're almost like in a state of emergency as well. But what are they supposed to get, Nick? Did you say like 1 to 3 feet of snow? Here's my thing. It's like, I was just telling Nick, like, or no, who was I talking to? I think Dust, the guy actually who sold me the H2. He's one of our guys. He's the one that we've had people consign with before too. Pretty much said to him, I'm like, it definitely, favors, it definitely disadvantages the advantage that the Steelers got in the snow. But let's be honest, that advantage came because of the weather, right? It was like, yes, now we have the advantage of the weather. So my thing was, man, do you really want a playoff game to be dictated by the weather? Which is why I wouldn't have an issue. I mean, it does take away home field advantage, but with the NFL being like, hey, these are where your playoff games are getting played. For me, as a person who likes to travel to stadiums, I think it'd be cool. Like, hey, the Bills playoff game, it's a home game. You season ticket owners have a thing, but we're going to be playing it in the closest dome, and we're only going to do dome games. I would have no issue with that. I know it changes things. It's not home, but I would like to say, hey, we're going to, you guys are going to be going to, where is the closest dome? It's crazy. On the East Coast, there aren't many. I know it's like the Jets aren't. Obviously, the Giants aren't. Ravens, Steelers aren't. The New England's not. Cleveland's not. I'm trying to think proximity-wise. Indianapolis is not. Like, where's the closest? I'd be curious where the closest dome is. Does anyone know? I wish they had a retractable roof. Does Indy have a dome, or is it like, man, that would be wild. I want to go to that stadium. Good luck. Hopefully we can find. We have not seen a downtown out of these ones yet. I do have a sealed case of this. Little Shields. Hey guys, we did. So listen, for those of you who weren't in last night, we did do something. We did something last night. I offered some credit. If you were in any of the breaks from last night, including this one today, because this is our last vote, this will be the last one in the contest, Jackson Smith and Jigba. You have a chance for up to $200 credit, and part of that comes with picking the game. The Bucks won last night, but it was there's the Dontavian Wicks, Drake London on the track. It was only 9 votes, so I couldn't count. Actually, we did get a 10th, and then it was 50-50, so I was like, we're just going to have to revote it. Max Dugan, come on now, give us something. How about, is it true A.J. Brown's out Monday? Another crunch time. We pulled up, and a red-rated rookie, Anthony Richardson. Tennessee Titans, Derrick Henry crunch time. He said his final farewell there. This is going to go out to Jeff Kellington. We pulled him, was it Mahomes last night we pulled? Crunch time. And there is an Anthony Richardson. I'll tell you what, we opened up a full case of those, and I don't think we got one crunch time last case. That's our second one out of these, so that's kind of cool. Anthony Richardson red to the Colts going out to Lonnie. I do feel like, and Nick, listen, I have some Steelers people I really like, and I have some Steelers, I don't want to call them friends, acquaintances. I mean, listen, you got to understand, Minkah Fitzpatrick, action all pros. I live in Central PA, and I would say we're closer to Philly, but we probably have I would say it's like a 60-40 Steelers over Eagles fans around here. And I gotta say, there's a lot, as in all fan bases, but specifically living around a lot of Steelers fans, there's a lot of annoying. And now I can't wait to hear like, oh, you had to change the game time. I think what this does is give Steelers a little bit of a crutch to complain. I saw, Chris, I wanted to get some to open with my kids. We'll stick to Lorcana. It's a bit cheaper, and we can play a game with it. My kids have all those autographs anyhow in an autograph book. So stupid, but I love it. Listen, Disney has been, they have waited too long to get into that card game. Do you know how long you have to wait in line for some of those autographs? It's crazy. Like, and I know it's different on a card, and it's probably just some dude in an office with they're hire like the nicest handwriter, and he does all the different autographs. But it is kind of cool. I will be looking for singles. And I think that's why it's going so well, because people do want the cards. They really do. I think they're cool. I would like to get like a a cool display for him if I had him. Aiden O'Connell, Cooper Kupp, orange disco. Ryan Tannehill, orange disco. Clayton Tune, there's a Calvin Ridley. I cannot believe what happened. Bryce Young with another orange disco. We had one of him last night. There we got a Jordan Poyer orange disco. And a Quentin Johnston orange disco. 2 orange disco rookies there for the Chargers. And then the Carolina Panthers, Brad. But yeah, anyhow, Nick, I do feel like as Steelers fans, you're kind of like, with a little tongue-in-cheek, like, oh, yeah, they had to move the game. There goes our advantage. But it's kind of like that crutch you can fall back on. I don't blame you. Listen, I'd want it too. I, as a fan, be like, yeah, this is BS. You know, it's always nice to have that little crutch to fall back on. But let's be honest. The line hadn't changed much. I think it was still 9.5 points, even with the weather. We're going to open one of each of these, and then we'll do other 2 blasters. We'll save Auto Mania for this. By the way, Auto Mania came out of a fresh case. And I believe that's also in the mix at 215. So that came out of a fresh case. These Leaf Memories came out of a fresh... No, we did some of those last night. Don't forget, NIL cards will get randomed at the end. How many of you guys have went to Disney and actually waited in lines to meet the characters? It's like one of my favorite things to do there. It really is. David Ojabo. I will say last night was awesome. We had a lot of people chatting. I was on one a little bit. It was kind of nice. I'd be lying if I said anything different. Until it got to be about 1:30 in the morning and everyone got really tired. David Ojabo goes out to the Baltimore Ravens, and that is a 1 of 1. Anybody guess? We did give out $20 credit last night. We got Zay Flowers and Bryce Young. Don't forget, and Pickens, Metcalf too. Don't forget to get your 101 guesses, and we will give away $20 credit. You don't have to be in the breaks. That goes to the Baltimore Ravens. That's going to go out to Jeremy Wilson with the 1 of 1. Do we have another one? Oh, no. DeMarvin Leal, 2 out of 20. Is that the Pittsburgh Steelers? Dude, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I only slept 3 hours last night. You guys had me up, and then I couldn't sleep. You went to Legoland instead? Yeah, that's probably better. For like, your kids were... Was that when your kids were older? Kyle Phillips, 16 out of 20. I believe that's the Ravens, but I'm going to check. We talked some interesting stuff last night. We talked college football. We talked coaches. That actually goes to the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans going out to Jeff Kellington. And Kennedy Brooks, 2 out of 25. Nick, for what it's worth, I'm telling you, man, I was at a game like that. For your experience purposes, this is Philadelphia Eagles. I promise you're going to enjoy your game experience a lot more. If you could have guaranteed a Steelers win, right, and it was sitting through that weather, I'd be like, yeah, it's worth any weather to watch your team win, especially in an away game in the playoffs. But, dude, I honestly still believe it's one of those things where there's too much to overcome. You guys fought to get in the playoffs. It's respectable. But losing TJ Watt. Now, if you had Watt, I've been like, yeah, that's even bigger. But I think that was a big part of it. Chris Rodriguez, 1 out of 7. But I think you'll enjoy your gaming. And who knows, dude? Why are all the Steelers fans acting like the game's like now over, like they lost? Dude, you guys still have a great running game. We still suck at the run defense. Chris Rodriguez goes to the Commanders. I don't know why people act like they still don't like have a shot. I'm still worried about it. Dude, out of 40, Caleb Williams. We talked a lot about Caleb Williams last night. For those of you who don't know, I'm not a fan. Not necessarily of his play, but of his character or the way he's handling himself. But that will be random at the end for everybody. Out of 40, Power Surge Caleb Williams. Listen, what was this? 25 a spot? The next one's 26. We did a 20 last night. We did a 22s. I'm telling you, man, these mixes is where it's at. I know some people said, do a bigger one for playoffs or for Super Bowl. We might, but I'd rather just run a bunch of these. I know. After Gabi will take the card. Listen, I get that. I wouldn't say no to it. Where are we at on this poll? If we have at least 15 votes, which I doubt we do, we only have 16 people in here. We only have 9 votes. As a matter of fact, guys, we got to get the votes in for this. Oh, I forgot. I have to top load these. You know what? I think this is. We didn't open any of this last night. So this is from a fresh case. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we opened any of this last night. I don't remember top loading any of this, so I don't think we did. I could be wrong. I don't know. Brian Robinson out of 99. That's a 1960 Leafs signature going out to the Washington Commanders. Mark, that's what I was talking about last night. I went shopping last night. That's why I was a little late. Trying to find it. Called a couple hobby shops. Went a couple places. No one had it. I tried to get some online. It sold out in 2 minutes. I had my alarm set. Here we go. Rashad White going out to the Tampa Bay Bucks. 2 out of 50. Correct? Bucks, right? But I know Jason has a mix-up of it, and I know Jason has some art. So check over at Three Kings. He's, obviously our sister group, Three Kings. Love to see him fill another one. I have the Bills in his second one. I missed the first one. De'Aaron King out of 50. He did say he last night was a little frustrated. They did pull 2 point cards as the autographs, and both like one in each box. I don't know why they have to do that no huddle. It's fine if that used to be like $90 a box when they first started. It's expensive now to buy. De'Aaron King, believe he is still NIL. No, he was last played for the Carolina Panthers. That'll go out to Carolina. You can post it in this chat. Yeah, go ahead. Does he have a lot of spots left in that? Absolutely. Go ahead, share that link, Jason. Chris, I appreciate it. He's always helping us out. I love to help him fill a mix out his mix out as well. Plus, I want to watch it break. Ronnie Rivers, 1 out of 99. How many? Oh wait, our thing drops at 2:15. By the way, guys. So if at 2:15 you want to drop that link, or if you guys want to go grab a spot, that mix is pretty nice. 1 out of 99. Ronnie Rivers for the Rams. I'm actually pretty excited about it because we have not opened. I just cracked the H2 Prestige that's in that mix. Came from a fresh case as well. So much of the stuff coming in mixes is just from cases I just opened. Like I said, I just tried to open up a bunch of stuff and get a bunch of stuff in so we could do some mixers. I can't justify spending what I have to spend to go get more Prism. And then what I have to charge it just to, break even after shipping and fees and stuff. We may do more. TJ Vasher goes out to the Dallas Cowboys. He's with the San Antonio Brahmas now. Let me make sure his last team was the Cowboys. Yep, Dallas Cowboys. Nah, it's on a timer. So it's on Facebook Standard Time now. All right, Hutch out of 50, Detroit Lions. There we go. Hutch out of 50 for the Detroit Lions, going out to Joseph Taylor on the trade. And I know that because I typed his name all funky. Guys, we have 10 votes in. Listen, at the end of this break, wherever it's at is where we go. So Bucks or Eagles, go vote if you haven't yet. And I know he's not exciting now. I do not believe his time in the NFL is over. I just don't. He has some good experience under his belt. I kind of see maybe like a Baker Mayfield type of situation here where he just needs to find the right fit, get a little bit more experience under his belt. That goes to the New England Patriots, Brandon Rothsteiner. Just like been buying some Baker Mayfield cards. I mean, he could also just be like a Daniel Jones. I mean, where it just doesn't, I don't know if it's going to pan out, And we don't know. I would say that's what makes right now an opportunity with some of these cards going so low. It might be a time to buy with some of those. Chris Frank did reach out to me. I told him that he was welcome to offer that to you. He has an extra spot. And I said, I don't want him to just throw it out there because I did say we'd have 80 people clamoring for it. So he said, for all, obviously I'll let you do. So I'm good with that. Chris, would you like me to add you to that group so you can be in the postseason? I don't think anyone's going to have an issue with that. It's not a random. You still have to win the contest. That's awesome, Frank. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Chris, let me add you in. As soon as we get done with these two blasters, I'll add you in so you can get the link and do it. Very cool of you, Frank. I appreciate you including him. He does so much. I mean, the things that I don't even ask him to do, guys, it's crazy. Like, we have a patch card here, I think. Is like little things like, is that a downtown? No, we got a hollow. Like running those playoff contests. I didn't ask him to do it. He takes it upon himself to do that, which I appreciate so much. It gives us something extra that builds us as a family, lets us talk smack on each other a little bit. Art Monk. Had a lot of old Art Monk cards. Fleer. I remember the old Fleer. Jalen Hurts road to the Super Bowl. That's going to be a long road if things don't change by Monday. Javonte Williams. Oh, I thought that said Bryce. Byron Young, but still, nice one for the Rams here. You don't get a ton of these. It's nice to see it in the blaster. Optic. Silver there. Byron Young. No, because Chris knows if he posts something like, dude, pull that down. Don't do that. He knows I don't mind. I used to feel bad, like, why? I'd be like, I wish you wouldn't have done that, and I don't want to say anything now. I'm like, we better not do that. I know you ask about doing another one. I just feel like, you know what I would have liked to do, and what we still can do next week, even after the first round's over, we could run it, and then we could do it where we random up the numbers, and they draft spots. I thought that would be a fun way to do it. There's a Jonathan Mingo, Young Ho Koo. Old chick whack, but my Young Ho Koo. Bijan. Come on now. One downtown. Maybe in the next mix. There's A.J. Brown. He scrubbed. Well, I don't know. And our swatch is going to be Tank Bigsby for the Jaguars going out to Jeff Kellington. Yeah, I thought it'd be cool because like there are people that think, it not only does it give you a chance to, it's kind of like a random, but hey, you know what? You might really not want the top team. You may not think the Niners or the Ravens are the best one, even though a lot of us, I have the Ravens and Niners right now. I can tell you now that the playoffs are here. So it was, what was the date? I wrote the date. Oh, did I not? It was about 6 weeks ago when the Bills were still like, I think they were like 7-6 at the time. I'm like, I think it's the Bills and the Lions in the Super Bowl. I feel less confident about it right now than I did then, and that's when we didn't really look like it was a promising. I don't know why. I just think the Ravens look so strong. My dad asked me today, who do we want to win, the Dolphins or the Chiefs? I said I feel like the way we match up and with our run defense, we have a better shot at beating the Chiefs. I'm not saying the Chiefs are a worse team. I'm really not. I don't know which team I like more, but I think we have a better shot at beating the Chiefs just with like the way we match up. Lucas Van Ness, Asante Samuel, Tayshaun Gibson for the 49ers. There's a Drake London silver. The silvers do look good. Not much, Jeff. I think you may have hit something. I think I said your name. I forget what for. Dontavian Wicks, rookie disco orange. Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Amon-Ra orange disco. Hey, and there's a Deonte Banks rookie orange disco going out to the Giants. We did pull Caleb Williams, Jeff, so we're going to be randoming that up. And we also pulled a 1-of-1 of somebody at the beginning, but no one guessed. Who was it? David Ajabo. Yeah, we pulled a Caleb Williams. Obviously, that will get random at the end. We pulled a nice Bryce Young. Oh, did you have Carolina? No, that was Brad. So we pulled a Bryce Young orange disco, which is pretty nice. And we have, right now, I don't think we have any cards that need random. No, we haven't pulled any NIL cards. We got 2 more of these boxes to go. Less and less as we move on. These 21 are mostly all eventually have been in the pros at this point because it is 21. Jamie's TikTok got the Bills scared. Dude, that was kind of funny. Hey, this guy's playing later today, right? Oh no, is he out? He's been out for the season, right? It's Tank Dell's out. Man, that team, think about how well the Texans have done. They have really, like, Dameon Pierce has underperformed in a massive way. And yet, and they lost Dell, and they still, like, found a way to, like, they lost Stroud for a couple weeks. They still found a way to fight into the playoffs and go against the Browns team, which I do think is a better team. But it's not like it's like a big mismatch. It's going to be I can't wait for that game. Oh, yeah, just the NIL Caleb Williams. the headliner card so far. John Mechie for the Texans. Houston Texans going out to Sean John. And an Arian Smith out of 99. You're funny, Chris. Arian Smith out of 99. Jamie, were you in here when we were... Oh, you just got in. I was giving my take on the Steelers. I said this does give the Steelers a crutch if they do end up losing, which I still think you guys have a shot. I don't think it changes a ton. We'll look. We'll see what happens with the spread. But it gives you a little crutch to be like, yeah, well, we would have probably won. But I don't know why why Steeler fans are all of a sudden like, oh, that was nice while it lasted. It's like, why? Arian Smith, I don't see... It looks like this is going to be NIL as well. Michael Trigg. Is this going to be one of those weird boxes? If anyone sees... it's snow. They're supposed to get 1 to 3 feet of snow, I guess. That's what I heard. It's not the NFL. It's not the Bills. They didn't have a choice. The governor like pretty much shut everything down. You're not. I think there's like a no travel thing. So I think it's just one of those things where they're like they would be violating state ordinance or city ordinance or whatever. So they like I don't trust me. I don't think the NFL would have done it unless they were forced to do it. 38 minutes ago, Alabama. Oh, no, that's a different one. Michael Trigg. 21 hours ago, Ole Miss tight end Michael Trigg commits to Baylor. Former USC Ole Miss tight end commits to Baylor. That happened yesterday, so he is at NIL. That's 2 after I said we didn't get much. Jaden Hasselwood. That was a big transfer, I guess. The Canadian... It was Vegas. I do believe they have enough money to control the weather. I do believe that. But I told you, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Jaden Hasselwood goes out. He's a free agent. Came out of Arkansas. Played for the Philadelphia or was on the Philadelphia Eagles. So that will go to Philly out of 99. And then this is a weird box. Kevin Harris. Our first one was pretty solid. Kevin Harris out of 99. Hey, that break's going to drop any second now. This does go to the Pats. I thought so. New England Patriots there. That's going to be going out to Brandon Rothsteiner. We have 2 more to go. Reggie Robertson Jr. out of 99. They control whoever's in charge of changing the weather. Or you mean the person who... As much as I'd like to believe, I do believe NFL is in itself is a massive entity in our country. I mean, it's a massive, it just as a whole. I don't know if the states care enough about the NFL to Tennessee Titans. I don't know if the NFL is quite there yet to make states change entire decisions based on them. Look at this. Malik Willis, Tennessee Titans out of 99. There you go. Nice one for the Titans. That's going to be you, Jeff. Not bad. Another quarterback. I'm kind of with you. A cover? I got to disagree with you. I think Steelers would have covered the spread had the weather not changed, but I think the Bills would have won. But I was worried. Now, listen, man. The spread's only 10. That's too scary of a game for me. I would like to see the Bills come out and be up like 28-0 in order for me to be like, okay, I can take a breath for a little bit. That's what my wife says. She goes, you picked a team that likes to wait until the very end of the game to figure out what they want to do. All the time. I mean, did you watch the Dolphins? Have you watched half of our games this year? And it's not just this, it's every season. All right, so that break did drop. Also, Jason, we posted the link for Jason's as well. And if you didn't vote, go vote. It's close. I think it's like only one more than the other, Bucks or Eagles. And listen, for those of you guys who don't know, if you were in any of yesterday's break, if you were in today, you know what? I will count if the break that's just posted fills and randoms before that game starts, I will include it in this. So $50 credit if you get 4 of the 6 games right. $100 credit if you get 5 of the 6 games right. $200 credit if you get 6 out of all 6 of the games right. It's not cumulative. It's one or the other. So if it's like you don't get like, oh, we got 6, we get 50, 100, and 200. And it goes to one person that was in any of yesterday's breaks or today's breaks, and maybe this next one that just posted if it fills and randoms before the start of the game. This guy came on strong at the end of the year. He has playoffs ahead of him as well. Isaiah Likely. 19 out of 20 going out to the Baltimore Ravens. Jeremy Wilson. Nice card there. Hey, Deuce. Dallas Cowboys, another playoff contender here. 1 out of 30. Power Surge. Deuce. Katron Allen. That's a 9 out of 20. Had a chance for a 420 card. Katron Allen. That's going to be, he is a Penn State Nittany Lion. And it looks like he is still there. So we are going to have to random that up as well. Pierre Strong, 20 out of 30. Is he New England? Yep. Running back for the Cleveland Browns. He was on New England at the time. This actually goes to Cleveland. And that's going to be going out to Pete Fuller. There you go, Pete. Yeah, progressive. This is a result of me having too much to drink before I started breaking and then being away for a week and missing you guys too much. I'm like, let's get crazy. Jerrion Ealy, 6 out of 15. Jerrion Ealy. That's going to go out to he is a free agent now. Last played for Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs going out to Nick Orovitz. There you go, Nick. And Drake London on the track. 2-2. Atlanta Falcons. Aaron Osborne. There you go, Aaron. He's got his old uniform on, but hey, it does go to the Atlanta Falcons. Rookie, 2-2. We talked about the Atlanta Falcons a bit last night, and if they get Caleb Williams, is that a good fit? You know, they have Drake London, they have Tyler Algier, they have Bijan Robinson, they have Kyle Pitts. If they bring in someone like Vrabel, maybe even Belichick, to kind of keep a young crew like that in order, although I think they need more of a handler than they do a coach, especially if they get someone like Caleb Williams. I don't know, time will tell. But I could see that being an interesting, the NFC South is, look at what happened this year. It came down to the final week. Even the Saints were in it. Saints, the Bucks, even Atlanta was in it. Even as horrible as a year as they had with Arthur Smith, who immediately got fired. I think he was fired before that game was over, and he knew it. That's why he went out and yelled. Who does that? Who cares? Just take your lump and move on. All right, Indianapolis Colts. First up, Jalen Weidermeyer going out. This is a 32 out of 35. Again, this is the first box out of a fresh case. Next break has the second box out of the case. Chris, how's that one filling here? I believe this will go to Carolina in the Carolina uniform. It is Matt Corral, 4 out of 5 with the Carolina Panthers in the Carolina uniform. That's how we do it with these Pro Look unis. There is a new wild card set coming out. It's supposed to be next week, so we'll see. For the New Jersey Jets out of 35, Jeremy Ruckert, tight end. Nick, have you checked? Will they let you cash it out? I think that's bullshit. Anytime a game changes an entire date, that you should be able to cash your bet out. We were talking about that. DeMarvin Leo, Pittsburgh Steelers, 1 out of 4. And then Jalen Naylor, I barely know her. Minnesota Vikings, I believe. Let me confirm this one. Are we going to get a big one as our short print? Jalen Naylor, Minnesota Vikings. That is correct. Minnesota Vikings going out to Joseph Taylor. I'm surprised because a lot of people were asking me about that Prestige, and it's got 10 numbered cards per box. So 12 out of 15, Damar Hamlin. I actually was at Wise, the grocery store close to me last night, going to get peanut butter cups for my kid. And someone stopped me. I built something. Like, whatever happened to that guy that died on your team? I'm like, well, he didn't die. He came back to life. And is he playing? I was like, yeah, kind of. He's on the field. He's probably going to win Comeback Player of the Year. And the guy's like, he should. He should. He was dead. I'm like, I guess that's why he's the favorite. I don't know what else it would be. I mean, the man died and came back. It is pretty wild, though, isn't it? There you go, Ricky with a Damar Hamlin. Hey, that'll play 1 out of 3. C.J. Stroud, Houston Texans, Sean John. So listen, again, there's a lot of riffraff we sort through in these. You know, it's nice. You might get a name that's not huge, you know. You might get a patch, maybe like a disco, but someone's going to get a Caleb Williams card numbered out of 40. Someone's going to get a 1 out of 3 Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud. All right? Is there really a better comeback than coming back from that? I know. No. It's not. That's why he's going to win. And it's going to be one of those things with a little asterisk. 2 out of 2 for the Jets. Jermaine Johnson going out to Lonnie. Listen, I'm glad we pulled the Stroud. I was a little like, you know, a couple nice things, but it could have been nicer. Everyone has a chance at the Caleb Williams. You all have a shot at a spot in next week's contest. Still trying to figure out what I wanted to do, but I have some people that are on deck for one, so we're going to figure out something. It might just be a weekly FanDuel that we do and we do a contest with. I don't know. They took away the NFL challenge. But, man, some nice stuff in here. Let's go over it. Let's recap a little bit here and give away that Caleb Williams or random off that Caleb Williams. And then a couple NIL cards as well. Orange Discos here. Here was our top-loaded stuff that was not hit top-loaded. 23 left in that break. Check it out if you're interested. Only 26 a spot. It's a nice mix. It's got a fresh case. It's got 2 of those H2 exclusive Draft Day signature boxes with 10 numbered parallels. It's got the Pro Set. It's got the Leaf Memories. It's got Automania. It's got 2 Donruss Blasters where we still haven't found a downtown out of that, and it's got a Prism Target Mega. They just came in today, 26 a spot. So Dontavian Wicks Orange Disco, Deontay Banks Orange Disco, Byron Young Silver, Bryce Young Orange Disco, very cool, Quentin Johnson, Anthony Richardson Red, and a Crunch Time Derrick Henry. Again, a lot of stuff that just adds up there. Oh, we do have the Bucks here too. Before I do this, I'm going to end this pool. You guys took the Bucks. So all games are in. Here's what you have for your picks. Browns, Dolphins, Bills, Cowboys, Rams, Bucks. That would mean if this happens, if you guys are correct, before I do this recap, let me understand this. That would mean the Browns are a 5 right now. Dolphins are a 6. Bills are a 2. And then you have the Cowboys, which are, what are they, a 2. Rams are what, a 5? And Bucks are 4? I think, if that's true, the Bills would be playing the Dolphins. No, the Bills would be playing the Browns. The Dolphins would be playing the Ravens. The Cowboys would be playing the Rams. No, the Cowboys would be playing the Bucks. And the Rams would be playing the Niners. I screwed that up. But still, it's interesting. I like to look at that. If you guys are right, what would happen? I am not all out of them. I could throw something in later. Here we go. Jermaine Johnson for the New Jersey Jets going out to Lonnie. That's out of 2, I believe. 2 out of 2. Damar Hamlin for the Buffalo Bills going out to Ricky. That is numbered out of 15. Jalen Naylor for the Minnesota Vikings going out to Joseph Taylor. We have the DeMarvin Leal for the Pittsburgh Steelers going out to Ricky Stone. We have the Jeremy Ruckert for the Jets to Lonnie. Matt Corral goes out to the Carolina Panthers to kind of go along with their Bryce Young. I think the Bryce Young's probably a little better, isn't it? Jalen Watermeyer for the Indianapolis Colts goes out to Lonnie as well. There you go, Lonnie. I think that was on a trade. For the Kansas City Chiefs, Jerrion Ely going out to Nick Orovitz. Nick, I'll let you know if I hear anything about my tickets. Pierre Strong for the Cleveland Browns. That goes out to Pete Fuller. We got the Deuce Dallas Cowboys. So these are the little things I'm talking about. Not great cards, but they soften the blow or make it feel, it's nice to get something out of a break as opposed to Prism where there's 2 autographs. You're going to spend almost 30 or more a spot. A lot of people leave empty-handed. I hate that. Isaiah Likely for the Baltimore Ravens going out to Jeremy Wilson. Reggie Robertson for the Tennessee Titans. Jeff Kellington, you are not done with them yet. For the New England Patriots, Kevin Harris going out to Brandon Rothsteiner. And we also have Jaden Hasselwood for the Philadelphia Eagles. They are just falling apart, though. We also have Mechie for the Houston Texans. Houston Sean John, you are not done yet. We had the Tank Bigsby for the Jacksonville Jaguars going out to Jeff Kellington. We had for the Dallas Cowboys, TJ Vasher out of 30. Ronnie Rivers for the LA Rams going out to Dominic. A lot of teams hitting this. A lot of autos. De'Aaron King for the Carolina Panthers to Brad. Rashad White, Tampa Bay Bucks going out to Julian Andrews. We got Brian Robinson for the Washington Commanders. Another one for you, Sean, on a different team that you had. Also for Chris Rodriguez going out to you. Kennedy Brooks for the Eagles. For the Titans, Kyle Phillips. Another DeMarvin Leal for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for the Baltimore Ravens, I don't know why this is in here crooked. 1 of 1, David Ojabo. We aren't done. That's not all. There's more. But wait, there's more. How about Drake London on the track going out to the Atlanta Falcons, Aaron Osborne. That's going to be numbered out of 2. Malik Willis for the Tennessee Titans going out to Jeff. We got a Mac Jones for the New England Patriots, Brandon Rothstein. That's going to be numbered out of 50. And an Aiden Hutchinson, Detroit Lions going out to Joseph Taylor, numbered 22 out of 50. How about them apples? CJ Stroud, Houston Texans, numbered 1 out of 3. Now, we do have the Caleb Williams to random off yet, but before we do that, we have these to do as well. All right. So let's do Katron Allen's out of 20. Treg is out of 35. Arian Smith out of 99. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Every random, everyone's entered for. If you get it and you know it counts as a hit towards hit list, y'all know the deal. Let me get you set up here. Half full. All right. Hey, listen, I'm not going anywhere today except for the grocery store and maybe to pick up sushi later tonight. That's what I want to watch that. Eat the fish. I am listen, I don't like either of the teams. I'm not going to hide it. There are nemesis. But I kind of think we have a better shot against the Chiefs. I don't know why. I do. We match up better. Chargers are going to get that one. That's going to be Austin Linderwell for the Chargers. There you go, Austin. Chargers. All right. Next one is Michael Trigg. Thanks for sharing that, Chris. Of course, these are all min-roll 5s. Everyone eligible for each and every one. You could win them all. Same team can win. That's just the way it goes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to be the Denver Broncos. Jason Mello with Denver getting that one. Another one. We're not going to have many teams that don't leave here with a card. I like that. How about Katron Allen? Next one. And then the big one to boot. Again, min roll 5 on all these. Even if I don't type it, it's always min roll 5. It works. It's another 7. Is that 3 7s in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Denver Broncos, like I was just saying, you can get back to back. That goes to Jason Mello. Dude, I was doing something funny today. On my trip to the bathroom, I was playing some FanDuel Casino blackjack. I won like $20, so I went and put bets on the Houston game, like various prop bets. I was like, all right, let me go back into blackjack. And I won like another 20. I was like, all right, I did that. All my bets today were paid for during a short stint of blackjack, man. It was kind of funny. I've never done that before. I'm afraid it's going to become one of those things where eventually I rely on that and then like I lose $60. Not CJ Stroud. Caleb Williams. Anybody else gamble while they're going to the bathroom? No? Just me? All right. Caleb Williams got to be at least a 5. 6. Good luck, everyone. Big card here, numbered out of 40. Caleb Williams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Final round. Carolina Panthers. Brad Holste. Do I have a sticky note? I mean, he could go there if they didn't trade their picks, right? All right, now we're going to do 2 $5 hitless credits, and then we'll end with a playoff weekend 2 contest spot. Carolina won the 3-player card last night, too. Well, if we do a PYT, you know who to grab. Although that's the expensive one. So rigged. Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers. Donnie Norris and Andrew Vodegel. There we go. All right, now final thing to do it. And then I gotta eat something today, man. That 3 hours of sleep's getting the best of me. I haven't eaten. Playoff week 2 contest spot. Min roll 5. Here we go. Everyone eligible. How many spots left, Chris? Last call. Let's fill. We got to fill that up and have it paid and ran before the game for it to count towards that chance at 200 credit. It is going to be the Vikings. Joseph Taylor. Playoff week 2 contest. I don't know what this is going to be at. Probably a FanDuel unless I can come up with something cooler. We have some overflow with this too. I have some guys that are going to be added to this list. 14 left. We can do it, guys. All right. Like a car I can't afford. I'm outie. I'll be back soon. Peace.